Welcome to Stuff They Didn't Teach Me in Sunday School. Today we're going to talk about God's promise to Abraham and what all that involved. And we're going to go to Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 to 3 to pick that up. Genesis 12:1. Yahweh said to Abraham, "Leave your country, your people, your father's household, and go to the land I will show you." Abraham is to pick up and go wherever God takes him. And then the promises. "I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. And all peoples on earth will be blessed through you." I like to boil it down into three things that God is promising. First of all, he's promising this nomadic shepherd that he would have land, something he had none of. Secondly, he's promising this childless couple that they would have offspring, something else they had none of. And thirdly, he promises that somehow, some way, they would be a blessing to other nations. If you take stock of Abraham's life, at the end of his life, the only land he owns is a cave in the field around it in order to bury his wife. The only offspring he has of promise is Isaac, and he has one other son, Ishmael. And the only time he's been a blessing to the nations, well, you know what? He hasn't. You can't find any time in Abraham's life where he's had a positive influence on other nations. The promise that God makes is a promise contingent only on God, not on Abraham. And the very next story illustrates that for you. If you go to the next story, or the next section in that Genesis 12 account, Abraham goes to Egypt. He's concerned that the Pharaoh might kill him because Abraham's wife is beautiful, and it would be a motivation for the Pharaoh to kill Abraham and take Sarah into his harem. And so Abraham lies, and partial lie, and says she's my sister. She's actually Abraham's half-sister. The Pharaoh takes Sarah into his harem. Difficulties follow, and it's discovered that Abraham had lied, and the Pharaoh gives Sarah back again. The point, Abraham is not being promised all of these things because Abraham is such a great guy or because Abraham is a hero. Abraham is being promised these things because God is a great God, and he's going to make sure these happen whether Abraham obeys or not, whether Abraham follows what he says or not. No matter what Abraham does, these are going to happen. But they don't all happen in Abraham's lifetime. They happen on down the road. There would come a day when Israel would have all the land of Canaan. There would come a day when the nation of Israel, Abraham's descendants, would number over 3 million people. And there would come a day when God would send a descendant of Abraham, Jesus Christ, who would bring about that promise to be a blessing to all the nations.